I'm a dermatologist. Come and join me as I react to some of the Saw movie series' worst traps from a skin perspective. Let's get started straight in there with the furnace trap. This classic trap appeared in Saw 2. The victim was called Obi Tate. Yes, I know, unfortunate surname. He burnt those around him by defrauding them for his own goals, and he had lies, cons, and deceit written all over him. He agreed to crawl into the furnace, which was a large metallic oven in the center of the room. The oven contained 2 antidotes for a deadly nerve agent which the prisoners in the house were breathing in at the time. Poor Obi agreed to crawl in and demanded that one of the syringes was for him. He managed to get the first syringe without any problems. However, when he went for the second syringe, it was attached to a chain which shut the oven's door permanently. And poor Mr. Tate went to his doom. We all know about the LED mask craze, right? But how about dial that up a notch and try 1000-degree heat incineration for skin rejuvenation guaranteed to make you look younger than ever. But seriously, how bad would this be for your skin? Well, it's a 10 out of 10 guaranteed skin shredder. Number 2, the Brazen Bull. The Brazen Bull trap appeared in Saw 3D, and one of the people tested by this trap was Bobby Dagan. He had gained wealth and fame by publishing his book, his story about overcoming the Jigsaw Killer in a trap that the Jigsaw Killer had set for him, and how his life had developed afterwards. However, in fact, he was never tested by the killer, and this was nothing but a lie. He was attached to a small metal platform with a chain, and the only way to get through this trap was to use a giant metal hook and pierce his pec muscle with it and pull upwards. To make it even more complex, this procedure was actually used to deactivate another victim's trap. And if this was not done in time, then the other victim would be lowered and be sent to their doom. So in dermatology, we use fine suture needles to do our skin surgery, as we want to minimize our scarring as much as possible. But multiply that by 1,000 and you get this scene with a gigantic hook, which, let's face it, he obviously didn't pass derm school because he's going to leave a gigantic scar with a needle that size. 8 out of 10, very bad for your skin. Number 3, the Angel Trap. The Angel Trap appeared in Saw 3, and the victim of this trap was Detective Alison Carey. She was targeted as she was so obsessed with her work, and it was primarily investigating the fates of dead people, that she neglected living people around her and lost contact with her family. She had a leather harness, which was secured by a padlock and suspended above the floor with chains. Attached to her back was a mechanical device with 2 heavy arms, which looked a bit like wings. In order to escape the trap, she had to grab the key for the harness padlock, which was in a jar of acid. Otherwise, she'd be killed by the mechanical arm-like wings. Now, in dermatology, we frequently love our exfoliators. Alpha hydroxy acids, beta hydroxy acids, but here we have hydrochloric acid, guaranteed to leave your skin looking, well, fairly burnt. After this, you'll need a heck of a lot of hand repair cream to fix that. So this is 9 out of 10, very bad for your skin. Number 4, the horsepower trap. So in this one, the victim is glued to the seat of the car and has to rip themselves away from it in time. This trap from Saw 3D was located inside a garage called Pete's Auto Body. So 4 racist skinheads were tested in this trap, including one called Evan, with an audio tape telling him that he was tested for his racism. He had 30 seconds to tear himself away from the seat and pull a red lever in order to stop the car from speeding up and starting a deadly chain reaction which would kill him and his friends. This is one way to get rid of your epidermis, but let's face it, there are many skin conditions which literally do that for you, including Stevens-Johnson syndrome, TEN, and bonus, you don't even need to glue yourself to that seat. So this one's a 7 out of 10, just bad for your skin. The hot wax trap appeared in the Saw spin-off movie Spiral. The victim was Captain Angie Garza, who frequently avoided the corruption in her precinct. She also supported a law called Article 8, which allowed police officers to get away with corruption and criminal activities. The trap consisted of a large metal table and a large vat containing boiling wax. She was locked to the table, and beneath her neck was a sharp blade. Once the game began, the wax started coming out of a pipe attached to the tank. The only way to prevent the wax and stop her from suffocating was to create catastrophic spinal injury using the blade, unfortunately. So this was a deadly one. Finally, now I know how much you ladies like waxing to get rid of those dastardly hairs, but for some reason in Saw they want to wax the facial hairs in the hot wax trap. Fair enough, I guess some people just really don't like to rock a mustache, but didn't they know lasers are much more effective at getting rid of facial hairs? Don't worry, I've let the directors know about this one, but this one's a 10 out of 10 facial skin destroyer. And there you have it, the rundown of the worst Saw traps for your skin. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe for more of this content.